that we do have a very special guest with us today. So please welcome together Ms. Zainab. Zainab first. Let me
Hi.
say hi to you.
Hello.
Welcome here.
Thank
We're
you.
so happy having you on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. And I want you to introduce yourself, please.
All right. My name is Zainab, and I'm an English language teacher and instructor. I have an English language education platform, which is called English with Ms. Zainab. And I started since 2020, and I've taught English for more than 6 years now.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I also have my own business. I have an English language academy.
Amazing.
What else? I teach business English at BBS. And also I have a YouTube channel, podcast, all of these things. Yes.
Okay. I'm so happy to hear that you do a lot of stuff at the same time.
Exactly.
And you have great time management skills, obviously. So, how did your passion about English start?
Well, it started from the beginning. Since I was a really little girl, to the extent that I don't normally study for my English exams,
Okay.
and I just ace at them. So I usually watch films, watch series. I've been raised in an environment which is surrounded with English and reading books in English. Even like when I play games on my computer, I play them which is related to English education. So yeah, it's all started since a very young age, and then just it grew with me.
That's really amazing. Let me ask a very, let's say, audience-related question. As English teachers, trainers, we always get asked about how can we learn English, or how long specifically. How long does it take for us to learn English? So, what's your insight upon that matter? What do you think? Because I guess it's different from one trainer, one teacher to another. So, what's your insight upon that?
Wow, I get that question a lot. Like I
Yeah.
get how many years and how long should I study English? How many words should I
Yeah.
study to be fluent? So to be honest, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's an endless marathon.
Yeah.
So you've got to start sooner than later, and just keep on with it. It's a long lifetime process. Once you started, you should never stop. Think about it as like a fitness, just like a fitness concept. You go to the gym and you grow muscles and everything, increase your fitness level. But once you stop going to the gym, it all fades away. So you have to keep going. Once you start, you should never stop. It's not something you can do for one time and that's it. No, keep going, keep practicing English, make it as a fun process for you.
Yeah.
Don't think of it as something you study and it's not something that you just do and that's it. It's an obligation. No, think of it as something. It's a way for you to get out of life and to just escape reality. That's how it was for me.
Yeah.
So try always to, surround yourself with English. Practice English on a daily basis. Not study, but like practice. Practice makes perfect. Reading, writing, listening, and speaking. All these 4 language skills, they are very important if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to speak English fluently. There's something else that usually students neglect is accuracy. So English is not fluency only. it's both accuracy and fluency. So you've got to increase your fluency as well as your accuracy. And by accuracy, I mean forming a very accurate sentences, putting words and vocabulary in a place where, you know, it's correct regarding the meaning. So yeah, that's all I can say about the language and how you can learn it.
I must agree with you, and I love the tip that is related to accuracy. So many people are just trying to speak fast rather than just putting on understandable sentences. And both are so important. Thank you for sharing this tip.
Thank you.
And let me ask you, as not Zainab the English trainer, but Zainab the content creator, you do have more, I guess, 1 million followers on Instagram,
Yeah.
which is great for you. But with all the responsibilities that you do have, how do you balance your life between being a content creator, between being an English trainer, business owner at the same time? It's all great, but it's a very heavy responsibility. How do you do so?
Exactly. I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. I'm still trying to find a balance between my work and content creating. I used to struggle with that because, you know, you have, in order for you to reach a large audience, you have to stay consistent. So, yeah, basically, when I started my own business and working from home, that kind of environment, it doesn't help because you're at home and you run your own business at the same time. So you end up either neglecting your personal life, your home, or neglecting your business. There's no way around it. But I try my best to find a balance between those two. Yeah, especially you have to create content. You have to stay consistent with posting. You have to follow trends and see what other people are doing in order for you to keep up with the trends. Also, I have my business. I have to run my business, and also I didn't mention that, but I'm a co-founder of a network, a global teachers network, and I happen to have the only Iraqi one there. And we also, you know, create content on YouTube, you know, showing the different cultures because we're from different countries. What else? So I'm not perfect at it. I don't think I'm the right person to ask that question, but I always try to find time for everything, for health, for my health, for you know, spending time with my family, and also keeping up with my business and how is it going. But if I have to give a tip on that, just get some help. Find someone who can help you, whether at home or with your business or whatever you're trying to do. So I found help. I found people who can help me, and I can really rely on them. And they're, you know, have taken a lot out of my shoulder. So yeah, it's great.
Well, I'm sure that you're doing great at that
Thank
because I see huge achievements. I see great content. So maybe you don't feel like you reached that point where you're mastering your time management, but you're doing great. I can assure you that. We all do have this person who was like a language and inspiration for us, or was a motive for us. Who do you have this person in? Can you tell us about them?
Definitely. Every one of us, when we start learning a language, absolutely we have someone who we look up to. We want to speak like them. Oh, I wish I can be like her. or like him. So for me, in the beginning of my learning process, I didn't inspire myself to be someone else or to talk like this person. But when I got deep into it and I wanted to be perfect when it comes to English, just for career purposes, I always follow English with Lucy. I love her.
Oh, I
love
love
her
her.
content. She's both beautiful and intelligent, so she combines the both. So she was
Yeah.
such an inspiration for me to speak English like
Yeah.
her and learn a lot from her and her teaching experience. So definitely, yeah, I would say English with Lucy.
Well, I have followed English with Lucy when
She's
I
quite
was
famous.
yeah, when I was in college, and let me just say that she taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And you've got quite similar accent to her, which I love.
Oh, thank you.
So let's talk a bit about your future vision or future goals.
My future goals. Since I'm content I create content in general. To be honest, I want to combine all the English content creators who are creating contents related to English. I want to have a collaboration with everyone. I want to get back to those people because I have a huge audience, and I want to give back to the community because like the audience are the people that usually follow me. They're all interested in English, so I want to get back to the community. I want to help other content creators who create useful lessons related to English, help them reach that audience that I have as well. That's one of the goals as well. And also staying with consistent with English, teaching English and reaching a large audience, helping as much people as I can. That's definitely my goal.
I think it's so, let me say, you're just thinking about helping others, which is a huge part of success.
That's the purpose. That's when I started content creating, that was my purpose, is just to help people, just to show them how easy English is and how everyone can do it. Like for me, I'm not a native speaker, but everyone can reach that level and speak fluently. So I want to show them how easy it is and help them as much as I can.
Well, on behalf of them, I'm so thankful to
thank
you. Well, let me ask also a very important question that I get people ask all the time, whether it's for me or for others, or maybe they wonder to themselves. So English is so important nowadays.
Yeah.
And it's like you cannot get a job without at least be knowledgeable about some part
Absolutely.
or
Yeah.
of the language. What's your input upon that?
Like for me, my life has changed, and I think everyone's life will change if they worked on their English. I get a lot of students saying, like, the position that I'm in and the position that I want to be in the future, it depends on the language. It depends on my English. If I just gain like that language, I would achieve a lot of things. That's true, because just like you said, you can't get a job if you don't have a really good English language skills. So why not just when you graduate, if you don't have the chance now, when you graduate, just start working on your English and start practicing English, work on yourself. Just that mindset of, I want to be better than yesterday. So that will help you a lot. It will open a lot of new doors for you. Just like what happened to me. I've got a lot of opportunities. People seek those who speak English. Business owners seek those kind of people.
Sure.
So why not just get on that scale? Just do it.
You mentioned some kind of tips. Do you have any tips for language learners?
Yeah, already told you that it's an ongoing process.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to start now and practice English on a daily basis. There are so many resources out there. YouTube, watch videos on YouTube, read articles, write journaling. Like journaling can help with your writing. Write a diary or journaling. Listen to podcasts and listen to this station.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, as I said, practicing on a daily basis, make it as a habit, it can definitely help.
Well, let me ask you a critical question.
Sure.
Do you think traditional Iraqi teaching methods can help or can help people speak the language?
Well, if they can help, we wouldn't reach that far. Like, we wouldn't be in that situation where everyone wants to learn English and speak English, but they can't. Definitely school and that traditional methods of teaching didn't work. So why not changing them now? Change the way that you teach the language. Instead of teaching it as 1 + 1 = 2, teach it as a way to speak English, not just a way to pass the exam and so on. So, yeah, I wish that we can just change that mindset and start teach English the right way.
Amazing. I do agree with you regarding that too. And before ending up this great conversation, I gotta ask you about a message to youth who are listening to you, to your followers, or to any person who's just interested in maybe being like us, speaking the language so let's say close to fluently.
Yeah. Well, my advice for them is just start working on yourself. Don't spoil yourself too much. Life is hard itself, so you need to keep up with it. You need to push yourself and start taking English courses, or maybe study or self-study English. Study on your own. Work on yourself, because in order for you to achieve your dreams, that's what you need to do. And if it's that simple, so just do it. And also there's another message that I would like to pass, is to just be kind to people and work from your heart and have that mindset of serve. I want to serve the world and serve my country. Because if you started to think that this is what I want to do, help people, out of nowhere, a lot of doors will open in front of you.
That's definitely right.
Like the world will give you back the things that you offered for them. So, yeah.
Well, I didn't know you for a long time. We just met, but I gotta say that Ms. Zainab has this great side of loving to help others. This is what I noticed. And I guess this is what everyone will notice from watching or listening to us. And this is such an inspiring side of you, of everybody who, and you mentioned something so important. When you want to give, the word will give you back.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Ms. Zainab. We
welcome.
are so glad to have you here with us on the show. We hope to meet you in the future with more success, with you achieving more goals of yours, and or maybe just meeting you in the future.
Thank you.
Why not?
Thank you. That's thank you for having me. Thank you for supporting us content creators. And thank you for just being there, being that the only English language station. And, I really enjoy your show. I've been always listening to your show.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, same goes for you. We do enjoy our content. We enjoy everything that you do. And I gotta say that you inspired us and so many people to just, you reminded us, maybe. We do always think of helping others. I do like to do that. Our listeners are so special and they are always thinking about, okay, I should do something to help, to serve.
Yeah.
But you just reminded us to do more, maybe. So thanks a lot regarding that.
You're welcome. I really appreciate having me.
Sure.
Thank you.